Welcome back to our channel. We're Chloe and Matthew, two wine-loving foodies who have set out to explore the world one bite, sip or slurp at a time. In this series, we're visiting every iconic wine region in Australia to get a lowdown on the juice, the people and what makes it special.
The Adelaide Hills is at the centre of South Australia's wine country. Australia's most vibrant, cool climate wine region, it is acknowledged internationally for its distinctive premium wines, viticulture, and stunning scenery. It is one of the largest geographical wine regions in Australia and amongst the most diverse in terms of climate, soil, and topography. In part 1, we visit the western side of the region, ranging from Lobethal to Longwood.
Hello everyone! Welcome back to our channel. We are Chloe and Matthew and we are exploring the wine regions of Australia. Today we start our 3-day adventure into the hills, Adelaide Hills. It's known for its Pinot, its Chardonnay, its sparkling, a couple of my favourite things. So let's go!
Owners Hamish and Kate Laurie continue a 5-generation winemaking tradition at Deviation Road. Devoted to the high-altitude sites of the Adelaide Hills, and with Kate's French enology training, the wines they produce are both traditional and contemporary. With a focus on Pinot Noir and sparkling wines, the bar was set high for this winery as those are two of Chloe's favorites. We found the wines here to be pretty solid, with the sparkling wines really showing finesse and character. The Pinot Noirs were a bit simple for our style, but all were quality. The grounds are beautiful and the people working here are awesome. Definitely to be included on your itinerary. Oh my god.
Please.
You know how hard it is.
Noir and sparkling.
You know how hard it is.
It's right in here.
When am I going to have time to do anything else?
You won't. I'll give you a little bit in the middle of the night, maybe 3 a.m. You can choose to sleep or you can do something. But not for long, because then you got to get up to feed all the animals. Which country should we go to next? You guys get to vote between a couple. Option 1 is New Zealand. Option 2 is Mexico, which, believe it or not, there are wine regions there. Option number 3, the US. So vote in the comments. Let us know which out of these 3 regions should we explore next and take you along for the ride. Where are we now?
Australia.
Ashton? Ashton?
We're Ashton Hills.
Why are we here?
Because we heard they got kick-ass Pinot.
Yes.
And I still have to make it up to it from Pemberton.
Oh, it's adorable. Oh, we heard that you have some amazing Pinot.
We do. You're right.
Ashton Hills lies in the Piccadilly Valley subregion of the Adelaide Hills on a ridge just below the summit of Mount Lofty. The estate was founded by Stephen George in 1982, and since that time it has built a reputation as one of Australia's finest proponents of Pinot Noir and cool climate whites. We were told these would be some of the best Pinot Noirs in the valley, and they weren't lying. These wines really stood out to both of us, which we'll get into more, but they fit exactly into our likes. The staff here were top-notch. They were experts on their wines and really showed a passion for the place.
Clones are MV6 Martini. We've got 2 different types of Martini from Sonoma. We have 777 and we have D5 V12. So 3 are from Burgundy and then the 2 different clones of Martini are from Sonoma.
House wine right there. That's when you go to a restaurant in Burgundy, you're like, just give me a jug of the house Pinot. It's like good, solid, drinkable Pinot.
And like it's still complex too. Still got something to it. It's not just like
Chug it down. Yeah.
finally some real Pinot.
We're going to try absolutely everything else.
So guys, we never found the best Pinot in Pemberton, but we might possibly have found the best Pinot in Australia.
We found a badass Pinot.
From what we've tried so far, that definitely comes in top. What did you say? It's a Burgundian style.
Oregonian. in style. And the reason I say that is because Oregon, or more specifically the Willamette Valley, their whole goal was to be the new Burgundy. And they realized that they could be Burgundian in style, but they're not Burgundy, they're Oregon. So they're very Burgundian with a New World influence. And I would say Ashton Hills wines there were very Oregonian in style. They felt very Burgundy, but they're not Burgundy. They're somewhere different.
Really friendly, like really knowledgeable, just awesome experience. We're in, we're out. We have to be at the next winery in now. So we're heading off to take you guys along, obviously.
These roads are bumpy and curvy.
And beautiful!
Oh my God.
Sure.
Tapanappa is the name that Brian Crozer has given to his ongoing family-owned fine wine enterprise based in the Piccadilly Valley, where it began more than 40 years ago. In 2014, the Crozer family regained control of the Piccadilly Valley winery and cellars in time to renovate for the 2015 vintage and to move with renewed vigor into Tapanappa's fine wine future. The name Tapanappa is inspired by the 550 million year old geological formation that underlies the Fleurieu Peninsula, where the Crozer family have a coastal property and their newest vineyard, Foggy Hill. The word Tapanappa is derived from the local Aboriginal language, implying sticking to the path. Tapanappa's wines were pleasant, and there were some high points that stood out to us that we took home, mainly amongst their Chardonnay. Our visit here was pretty quick, as we were late to our appointment and they were getting ready to close. We wish we had more time here to explore the wines in depth.
You're gonna hate editing this, baby.
I'm gonna delete that.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Good. I'm Ross, tasting room manager.
How long have you been working here, Ross?
2 years. Yeah.
What's your favourite thing about the job?
Beautiful place, beautiful wines. We get a lovely crowd, so it's a nice spot. Yeah. I like my office. Good.
Not too shabby. You're not doing too bad.
No, so we quite enjoy ourselves here. That's a big part.
Made by winemakers Candice Helbig and Fran Rise, craft wines express the individualism of location. They specialize in small batch, single vineyard wine. Each wine is picked from grapes from a single vineyard, and every bottle becomes a reflection of that one individual location. A story of site, soil, and season. Their winemaking philosophy is simple. Preserve what the vineyard grew and create balance and harmony, allowing the vineyard to shine. These wines really stood out. They were so clean and expressive. Tasting the same varietal in a horizontal across vineyards really helped to show their expression of place and the variation within the Adelaide Hills. This visit was as much an education as it was an amazing experience.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, it's kind of a lost philosophy, and the big brands see their brand over and above a region. So I think that's a disappointing kind of, you know, concept that their brand comes first, and the regional brand. So we're pushing, you know, the other way. The grower comes first, where it's grown, where it comes from, the people that grow it. So that's our philosophy. So it adds value to where it comes from, and people see the different flavours. You know, so you've got 3 different Grunas. That's
What made you pick Gruna?
Oh, Grunas is such a delicious. Gruna is a good vessel for vineyard characters, right? So it's got this kind of, it's got this umami-ness, this kind of
it carries the soil and the climate really well. So you can.
Yeah.
What was your reaction?
Ferments are clean for wild ferment. Like I want to ask the winemaker to come back out, because I want to be like, dude, just like be honest with me. Are you buying mulch? Are you buying grape mulch from a processed vineyard or something that's bringing a commercial yeast living in the vineyard?
What's grape mulch? You got to explain it.
So wineries will take all the raw grapes, the pressed grapes from whites, and then all the pressed out pomace from red wines. You can recycle those. You can compost them and make mulch and spread the mulch from the vineyard. But if you use a commercial yeast, that commercial yeast will survive in your grape mulch. So a lot of places say wild ferment. Well, if they purchase grape compost and spray grape compost through their vineyard, they're introducing a commercially developed yeast that can live dried out into their vineyard. So you introduce that, you turn your soils, you pick your grapes, you bring them in, and you've got a commercial yeast that's been planted on the grapes. And it's very, very rare to find a new world vineyard that's doing wild ferments that is this clean. There's no funk. There's no funk at all.
Grass vineyards are certified organic and do not have commercial yeast introduced through mulch. These guys are just that good making that clean of wine.
That's why I said this is my favorite, because it's got that it's got that tropical fruit.
I feel like the nose on this one and the palate is like totally different.
Totally different, yeah.
It's just so
it's
fun.
very, very full and savory on the palate. It's very bright and fresh on the nose.
Perfect.
When you go to a winery, like I remember when I got married in the Clare, a long time ago now, and while we're up there, we went to one famous winery. And the guy who served us in the tasting room was such an arrogant shit.
Yeah.
None of us bought their wine for 15 years.
Yeah.
I've got over that now. I realise it was like someone.
In the industry, know that you can sell shit wine to anybody if you're friendly and charismatic and make the visit and experience.
Yeah.
Even a bad wine will walk out the door if they have an experience to go with it. They might not like the wine as much later, but
it's called hospitality.
Right.
It's hospitality.
People will laugh, say, I have fun with them. That's why I'm sending you guys outside.
Yeah.
No one's saying
you guys aren't fine.
Sonny, what's wrong with you?
It's great outside. It's just 38 degrees.
Yeah,
We live outside.
We live in a van with no AC, so it's like we come here, we're like, no.
Where did the name come from?
Craft. And craft is, 10 years ago, designers were dropping barrels, and I think, you'll have to ask Candice for all this, but basically, by doing so, create very strong branding as well as the name. Bit of fun, gets people arguing, craft,
So we got to hit up 4 wineries today, and it was fun. It was a fun experience. We got to try one really good range of Pinot that we were really impressed with. So far, what's your overall thought process on the Adelaide Hills?
I think you can really find some phenomenal small producers here.
Adelaide Hills, baby, that's where it's at. Apart from anything, it's absolutely stunning. It feels like you're in the middle of Italy somewhere, in Le Marche. But guys, thank you so much for coming on this journey with us. Catch you on the flip side. Bye.
We're getting a beer. Join us in our next video where we share part 2 of our exploration of Adelaide Hills. We'll head a bit further east and explore the wineries around Woodside and Balhana, diving deeper into what makes Adelaide Hills such a special place. Like and subscribe below to make sure you don't miss out.